Hey, hello, hello. Ooh. Excuse me. Obviously, I'm a little bit rusty right now.
Yes, you are. Just a little bit. Welcome back,
Well,
everybody.
welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Sispatch with
Bevin.
and Jasmine. It's gonna be a rough one, I'm assuming, because yeah, but welcome to season 2 of the Sispatch podcast.
Huzzah! Yes.
It really has been a
Oh my
long time.
God,
Do you remember?
we have a troll there in the back. If
We
you can't
do?
tell.
Oh, I do see that. Oh my gosh.
It's fine. Just ignore him, folks.
But it has been some time. Do you remember the last time that we recorded?
It was right before you took a trip and left us to Hawaii, and me and Thomas recorded an episode just willy nilly.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know when you went. When was that? June?
I think it was August,
Oh,
early August.
Been like 2 months then.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't
That
think
is
you think
fine.
that's fine.
Everything is fine.
It's fine.
It is fine.
You know, it really has been some time. But I do have a question. And
Okay.
it's actually, you're probably just going to tell me that it's my job to answer this question. But this is season 2. And the question is, why has it taken so long for season 2? And the simple answer, she's looking at me real anti-like. She's looking at me, but it is my fault that season 2 has been so delayed. I did go on vacation, so I was like, oh, well, I don't want to have to worry about recording while on vacation or like batch recording at one time. And then when I got back, my schedule got really busy, and our biggest fan, shout out to our mom, was like, what did you call it? What was she calling it?
Where's the, or I don't even know. Where's my video? Where's my vlog?
Yeah, she was like calling it something that's
Where's
not a podcast.
Where's the vlog?
But
The sister vlog.
she was really she was going through it. She probably would have loved it on her trip as well. But it's okay. She was living her best life. But season 2 took so long because I went on vacation, and
Girl, season 1 wasn't even that long, and you're like, I need a break.
I just wanted to go on vacation. Like 10
episodes.
When you think about it, that's 10 weeks.
Yeah. You're like, I need a break.
Yeah, 10 weeks.
Usually a season is, I don't even know. I'm just guessing.
A season is whatever
we need to do
make
every
it.
other week, then maybe we should do that for you, because she's a busy girl and she never makes time for me. And she was the one that was like, let's do this. Come on, podcast. But then she doesn't even make time.
No, I want to make time. There's just days where I literally cannot do anything. Like I leave home at 7:30 in the morning to go to work, and I don't get home until 8 o'clock, and my sister's probably already like, I'm tired. I don't want a podcast. I'm not going to make her stay up till 11 on a work night or in the middle of the weekend just to make her record with me. So, and I'm sure we are here. And I don't know, I know my sister actually, and this is going to be a shameless plug for you.
Okay.
But my sister streams, and she streams every morning-ish, afternoon. And
morning to noon, yeah.
Morning to noon, and I watch her streams, and I popped in on her stream today.
Ooh. Oh,
And
yeah,
I didn't tell her that I was gonna come in. I just sort of like popped in, and literally the first thing, I had texted her right before, and the first thing that she says was, you're gonna see me in a bad mood tonight, or something like that. She's talking to her chat, and she's just like, I'm cranky Bevin today. Like, that's what she was saying.
This is what you have to look forward to if I record a podcast, if there is a podcast.
Yeah. And she was like, my sister Jasmine better come prepared. She said she was gonna do stuff, and I was like, I literally panicked. Right. I panicked because I looked at my my log of topics that we're gonna talk about, and I literally have season 2 opener. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 things, and they're not actually topics. It's just
See, this is what we
things.
have to work with, guys.
You know, I have a lot on my mind right now. But actually, what I would like to do, and maybe
Okay.
Bevin, you can give me your input on this
Okay.
for one of our future episodes. I would like to break down a famous true crime case.
Girl, get it. Tell
Okay,
me.
I've set up so much stuff and I've like put out like layouts.
The thing is, okay, wait. The thing is, like, I'm not gonna research these cases.
That's why I was like, I have to do the
There's so many
research.
true crime podcasts that do it so
Yeah.
well that I'm like, I can give my 2 cents, like, if I think somebody's innocent or guilty, but breaking a whole thing down, that's too
It's a
much.
lot
Like,
of work.
you know what we should do?
Hmm.
Did you finish the documentary that we were watching when you were here?
No.
Maybe we should finish it and then we can just discuss it, our thoughts on it.
Okay.
That
It's
way
like a
it's
book
already broken
club.
down and we're like, "Hey, if you want the 411 on the case, go watch the documentary."
That sounds good to me. We can do that. I like that because it's a book club, but for true crime
Yeah.
documentaries.
Yeah. I'm down.
Maybe we can have some of your Twitch friends come on and say hello, and they can
Okay.
also watch the documentary, and they can give their input as well.
Oh, okay.
So we can try that. But speaking of your Twitch chat and your Twitch
The
friends,
community, uh-huh.
I would like to give some special shout outs. I'm going to miss
Get it.
people. So you'll have to
My
add
sister lurks in the
them.
background.
I do lurk because you're streaming when I'm working. So I legit have to turn your stream on my phone and then put it face down
You see that,
because
guys?
my
She doesn't
boss
even.
has
What kind of support is that? Just
no
face down? Just kidding. She gives
lurking
me the
is
follow. She gives me
support.
the view.
I give you the view, I give you the bits, I start your hype trains, and what do I get? Nothing. Nothing.
You get this podcast.
I do. I'll accept that. It's fine.
Okay, your
I'll
shouties.
take what I can get. Yes, my shout outs. I would like to give a massive shout out to Manang Joyce, aka Kuya Joy. Kuya Joy. Kuya Joey. Can you tell that we don't say ate and
Manang.
kuya? We say Manang.
Kuya. Kuyo.
Kuy.
Coolio Joey.
Big shout out to Joey. Another shout out to, I guess, Silic, whatever.
Like is my husband, Thomas.
And then I know I'm trying to think of all the ones off the top of my head. There's
The
Jer.
goals. Mm-hmm.
And oh my goodness, I don't know if it's Jer that has the cute little things online that she sells, but
Knifey.
Hi Knifey.
International superstar, Knifey Berg.
Yes, and then there was Knifey the one that was in my chat when I streamed. It was Joey
I don't
and
remember. It might have been Knifey.
I think it
Danny?
was Knifey. Or the one that you
Matt?
burped with.
Oh, Jen?
Jen.
Jen, yeah. She's my
Yes.
burp queen.
Yes. So
Actually,
shout
it's
out.
okay. So that whole thing was, I don't know if you were there about it. Like, what you understand why I say that. So we had talked about like, oh, like I feel really bad because when I like stream, I'm like drinking my coffee and like every now and then I have to burp and I like totally forget I'm streaming, so I just burp. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I do too." I was like, "It's fine. Every time I burp now, I'm just gonna be like, it's normal." Shout out to Jen for the burp.
You should get like a bit sound or like a
burping?
sound plate for
Bleh.
burping. Yeah, the clip yourself burping.
Burping. I do it all the time.
Yeah,
Is
but
that all your shout outs?
yeah, that's the shout outs for your Twitch community, but you know, we got to shout our mom and dad.
Well, hold on. I got to give other shout outs then because you missed Mapped, you missed Hank, you missed my girl Uni.
Oh, Uni.
Yeah. Those are all technically they're my key friends too. Like I've known them for years. So shout out to Nano. Anyways.
These are all names that I'm familiar with.
Jane. Twitch.tv/BevinX.
Go follow. She's
Very
only
weak.
a certain amount of followers away from the next goal.
So dumb.
I'm trying to make it as general as possible.
So dumb. We're
Go check to see how many followers she needs.
So close to the next goal.
Oh my god. No, do you remember though when like I was like, you're only 5 subs away, and I'm like, I'll just gift them. Or like, you're only 5 subs away, and I was like, I'll just give 4. And then no one
Yeah.
wanted to sub, and I was like, or no one,
Yep.
everyone was already subbed already, but
Yep.
I don't know, that was funny.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah, you actually ignited my interest or want to start streaming again, because it was a rough one when I was streaming before. Like, that was back in 2021.
Yep.
But it's taken some time. I'm not a huge gamer, but I enjoy
I
it.
started playing Fortnite.
Ew, who are you? You're gonna start flossing now?
No. Joey got me to
Dabbing?
play Fortnite. We played It Takes Two. Oh, you were there. We played It Takes Two.
No, I didn't want It Takes Two. I heard
Rude.
about that when you were. It was a busy weekend.
So you kind of supporting it. Well, I have a gaming PC now, so that's why.
Yeah, shout out to Silic. You know what? I refuse to use his full name and actual name now, so I'm just gonna use
Just
Silic. Just
he hates
Silic.
it when I do it, when I call him Silic in like real life. I was telling Joey, I think it was, because like I was so close. We were at the store the other day, and I almost was like Silic. I call him, and he was like, "Why do you call me like? Just call me Thomas. Like that's my name. You know my name."
Yeah,
Just a habit.
I'll do it just out of spite then.
Yep.
Come to the chat to hear Silic and I fight.
Like siblings. Yep. Exactly.
But hopefully one day I can get back on streaming,
Yes.
or I'll be on your level, since we both have gaming PCs now.
Mm-hmm. See, we
We'll
could
have to find
play.
a game. Have you
Party
played Pico
Animals is
Park
on sale.
or Fall Guys?
Fall Guys is free. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll have to try that. But I did have another bullet point on here, and
All right.
it's quite heartfelt and very, 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 very serious.
Okay.
Let me pull out my notebook. It's a letter from me to you. Are you ready? I'm gonna read it to you. It's gross. Every listener just crossed
Shout
out
out to
of
Jenny.
Here's my letter. Are you ready? Dear Bevin, I apologize for taking too long to come back to the podcast. You are my life. This podcast is my life. And I can only repay you in many, 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 many iced coffees and bits. Amen. And that was the last bullet point that I had under that. You look unimpressed. That was really heartfelt. Truthfully though, I was actually going to send you an audio to play while I read it, so it was a lot more.
I really wanted to have that sad fake violin. Yeah, but we didn't.
That was the
there.
vision. So you can replay the last 2-3 minutes and then put like just
literally.
imagine.
You said you had 4 bullet points. Those are 2 already, and those
I'm
were
going out of
big
order.
nothing sandwiches.
I'm going out of order because the other ones actually have things to talk about.
Okay. Accepted. Let's go.
The first one then is literally just says catching up.
Do you see what I gotta deal with, Joey? Do you see this?
Joey, it's so hard to do these things when you're busy. I'm here.
All right, I'm out. I'm just kidding.
You legit turned off your camera, and I was like, did she for real leave? Wouldn't have been offended either. I would have been like,
okay. So disappointed.
It's very on brand for you.
Yeah, I know. Not really. You're the one that usually hangs up when you're mad. Okay, bye.
Yeah. No, I really do. I think it's because I'm afraid that like I'm gonna say something I'm gonna regret.
She's afraid.
Do you want me to say what's on my mind then?
Okay, so let's catch up. So what have you? So okay, tell us about your trip to Hawaii. How was that?
Hawaii was great. My best friend and I went to Hawaii, and it was one of those where you go and you do absolutely nothing except for eat and take naps and enjoy the weather and more eating. So we tried a lot of new places, and actually, I take that back. We went to Foodland a lot. We were there like almost every day. One of our biggest things was like we didn't want to waste our food, so like if we had leftovers, we would try to eat them. But the food was delicious, and it was everything that I could have ever asked for, except it needed to be longer. It was a very short trip for me,
Hmm.
but it was really nice.
Well, at least somebody got to go on a trip.
We're going, aren't we?
I don't know if we're just so poor. Did you hear that?
I was confused. I was like, is that a banshee or what's happening
Our
over there?
neighbors, okay, it was really bad timing. Our neighbors, I think, are doing karaoke. We have a slight. It's really hot here today. Not really hot. It's hot here today. The neighbors, I think, are doing karaoke. So there's like two girls, and they both went like in different keys, and then a motorcycle drove by. So it's like,
Well, I mean,
on
it's fine.
brand for where I'm at.
Yeah, yes, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
But then I also took a trip home and I visited you guys. That was really funny. Actually, I have a story then, and you
Okay.
were there for it, sort of. But I was at my parents' house, and my best friend was at this festival, this children's festival.
Mm-hmm.
And Linky was with me, and I had FaceTimed my best friend, and or no, she Snapchatted me something, and it was like a video of Bluey and Bingo, and they were all dressed up in the costumes, obviously, and Lincoln's face just looked so astonished, like, what is happening? He's questioning reality,
Mm-hmm.
everything, and then he was like, okay, that's cool. And then he's like, I'm gonna call my mom.
Yep.
And he called her, and he was like,
Mom,
Mom,
I have to tell you something important.
so important, he
Something
said.
very important.
He said very important, actually. I remember that. And then you were like, okay, what's up, buddy?
He was shook, like his voice was quivering. Something important. Very
It was
important.
so funny. And the funny part is I
Bluey.
have
Bluey is in my neighborhood.
no, he said, I saw Bluey and Wheel Wife. And he goes, and then he would go, he's in our city. And
Oh
then he
yeah,
would
he's
go,
in our city.
what's he doing in our
He
city?
needs to
And
go in his city.
yeah, it
Hold on.
was so good.
Sorry.
So what happened? Oh, she's out, folks. But it was the most hilarious thing ever. And he was like, he was saying, what? Bluey is here in Real Life. And if you've ever heard Lincoln talk, he like enunciates every single.
I totally bang my head on my PC right now. I'm not used to it being there.
But Lincoln, he like pronounces every single syllable of every single word that he says, basically. So when
And he talks really slow too because he's trying to like say it right. He is in our city.
what is he's not in Real Wife or something like he was saying the
There is
most
something
hilarious.
very important.
Yeah. But right after he spoke to you, he goes, okay, can I talk to dad now?
I know, and said the same
And then
thing.
the camera moves. Dad, I have to tell you something so important. I saw Bluey and Real Wife. And it was
He is
like,
in our city.
yeah, what's he doing in our city? His family's not here. And after after he talked to Thomas, he hung up the phone and he goes, I'm gonna call Grandpa. And I have a whole like 2-3 minute clip of him calling his grandpa and telling him and his grandma that Bluey is here in Real Wife. And mom was like, 4-wheel drive? Trying to understand what he was saying. The most hilarious. That was the best part of that trip. No,
So exciting.
it's so exciting.
Yeah,
It's
that's cool.
Bluey
We
in
like saying
Real
we enjoyed
Life.
having you.
Yeah, I think Lincoln is at that age where he's like saying the darnest things.
Mm-hmm. He
It's
is.
so good. It's so
He just
funny.
and he gets like the giggles too, so he just starts laughing at like random stuff now. It's the best.
Did you see the video of when I came, like when I first arrived and I was giving the boys like all the stuff that I got from like Hawaii and like
Yeah.
and he had like a really sad face, but
My
he had
sister
his hand
told
out.
him my sister said, "I didn't get you anything," and he was like, "Bruh." But why?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh no, it
but
was
like
you had
also
you're like,
sad.
you're like, "Oh, look, I got these Legos." And he's like, "But I like Lego."
No, it was
Or
so
the
funny.
The Hot
The
Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
It was so funny because I was like, "I don't have anything for you," and he so sad,
Except I have this Hot Wheel if
and
anybody
he
wants, and
goes,
he's like,
"No,
"Really?"
no." He sat down and I said, "All I have are Hot Wheels," and he goes, "I like Hot Wheels."
Poor kid.
I was
You're
like, "Oh,
so
really?
mean
Then
to
you can
him.
have them."
So mean.
It was so cute. He's like, "I like Hot Wheels," as if it wasn't already for him, but traumatized. That's the anti-life right there.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Parenting, man. Other than, work. So I have a work thing I'm been gearing up for. So work's been busy for one, but
Mm.
geez Louise, parenting these days is insane. So Benji has an appointment tomorrow. Actually, he already got 2 teeth pulled out last week, and he's getting 2 more pulled out tomorrow.
Oof.
Poor kid has Thomas's teeth, so he has a very narrow mouth, and his teeth aren't fitting. And not only that, but his baby teeth are not coming out when they should. So the big teeth are growing in, and the baby teeth are not
Aw.
coming out. So they have to get him pulled out so it makes room for the big teeth so it doesn't mess up his braces. But yeah, that was like I felt like I was so stressed out the first time. Just
Mhm.
me, it's like my first time. They've never had any dental work like that done before. And he was such a trooper. I had sent you a photo of him just with like his thumb up after he was all numb.
That was
So
the most hilarious photo ever too.
yeah,
All I heard is da 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 da.
he was a trooper, and he was like, it was like nothing. So the only thing that was sucky was that I had scheduled it at a weird time, so it interfered with like when he usually would eat lunch. So this time I scheduled it a little earlier, so hopefully he was like woozy a little bit after the first time because I think he was
Mm,
very hungry and he couldn't eat because his mouth was all numb.
yeah.
So hopefully this time I'll have him eat before we go, and then he'll be good until like he's not numb anymore in the afternoon. So
Gotta love that for you.
like, it's just a lot. Thankfully, the dentist is great. It's just, you don't think about this stuff when you become a parent, like dental trips and like the stressful things. Like, you're just
Mm.
like, oh, cute baby. But like, man, dental trips, and we got parent teacher conferences this week. So it's just a whole thing. But
I
yeah,
have
other
a
than work, just parenting.
I have I know someone here that has a baby just turned 1, and she was telling me that she's like, it rains when it rains and it pours or something. Whatever the phrase
When
is.
it rains, it
When
pours.
it rains, it pours, because she was
Yep.
like, uh, I just had to do an allergy test for my kid because he was breaking out whenever he was drinking
Hmm.
soy milk or something. And then um, she's like, and he has to have toe surgery. I was like, this poor
Ooh,
kid. Yeah, he's
toe
an extra
surgery.
toe.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Actually, I know
Yeah.
somebody that has a baby with extra toe. It's
Hmm.
usually a pretty routine thing.
Well, I was saying, like, it's better to do it now than when they're a teenager, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like more,
Usually, I think that's around the time that the doctors say to do it, anyways, because it just
yeah.
causes more problems with like shoes and whatnot.
Mm. Oh, parenting. I could
Yep,
not. I'm not
yep.
ready.
Other than that, just been playing video games. Fortnite Queen got 2 or 3. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
That's another story. Was playing with Joey. I literally was like, for the first time, loaded it up just to like play with Joey and see like how I liked it. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
Loaded it up, and both boys came running over from their bedroom. Fortnite, what in the Fortnite? Like they heard it from their bedroom. Oh my gosh, this is just great.
But did you
But I
enjoy
got 2
it?
battle royales. It was great. For my first game, we won duos. The second game I played, I was doing a solo and I won that. But then Thomas is like, it's because like you're playing like the beginners. Like once you start winning, you're gonna go like up a level. It's gonna be harder. And sure enough, it's been a little bit more challenging.
As time has gone on.
But it's fine. I have a good time. Joey's like the best gaming partner because he's very okay. You are high strung where you're like, oh my gosh, like that's how you are.
It's like the
And
game hurt
Thomas
my feelings.
Thomas is like, why? Like, why are you playing that way? Like, don't do it like that. Do it like this. And Joey's just like, everything's fine. Just have fun. Like, he's the best. He's the best.
Yeah, I definitely can't relate to that. I was
I
watching your
can't relate to
stream.
that.
I was watching your stream when you did Phasmophobia,
Uh huh.
and like in my head, like I was like, like I could never do that because I would be like the worst person to watch. Probably be, I'd be like, ah.
You mean you'd be the best person to watch? It wasn't that bad. I got most of my jump scares were because of you with the audios, but
Did
yeah,
you
it was
finish the
fun.
game?
Phasmophobia?
I don't
We
know how the
played a
game works.
couple. It's like you do like matches. Like you have to figure out what entity is there. So it's like it's like never ending. It's just like
I see. So it's
puzzle
random all
game.
the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. Maybe one day we'll have to play then.
Oof, we'll see. Like that would be pretty funny. I'll tell Joey. He's down. He'll be
I
down.
I feel like I would be the one that's
You
like,
would be the best to watch. I would be there just to watch you. No, that
oh
was fun.
no. All right, this is a formal request, Joey. I'll have to buy the game, but eventually
He's
when I
not
have
gonna like.
time.
He's gonna be like, so when is she gonna play? So better watch
Yeah.
out for that.
Do you have a current favorite game, Mac or PC?
Um, Fortnite probably is the one that I'm like thinking about the most. However, we played It Takes Two on Saturday and it was really fun. The graphics
Mm.
were amazing, the story was amazing, the interface and just like the controls were like very easy and simple. So I really enjoyed that one. But the one that I'm like, it's a duo game, so you have to. It's a co-op game. You have to play with somebody else, and you play It Takes Two. But like you can play Fortnite on
Mhm.
your own if you wanted to. So that's the only
Mhm.
reason why I'm like thinking of Fortnite more than It Takes Two.
I see. I've downloaded a handful of games on my Nintendo Switch because
Bear, do you guys see him?
if you hear little tippy tappies,
If you
it's
hear tip taps or bones being thrown in there, it's Bear.
it's
It's the
Bear.
zooms right now.
I've downloaded a bunch of stuff on my Switch, but
Hmm.
like I have a hard time finding games that I fall in love with. And like when I find a game that I actually like genuinely want to play, like I find it hard to make time to play it, which is kind of sucky. But
I think I'm gonna download Party Animals. That's the next one.
what is Party Animals about?
I think it's like Fall Guys, and there's another game they said that it's like
Mhm.
anti-gravity or something. I don't know.
I don't even know
I
what
don't
that
know.
one is about.
But it's on sale, so I'll probably buy that one too. Oh, and then
Well,
Overcooked Masters or something like that is also on sale, so I'll probably get that one.
we should play Overcooked. It would ruin our relationship, but it's fine.
It probably would. I probably would yell at you.
Yeah. We need Joey to come and moderate.
I'd be like, no, 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 no.
He's like,
Oh
guys,
no,
it's
no, I
fine.
want to
It's fine.
spectate. I want to spectate. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to.
Have
Nerding.
you had any favorite my next topic that we're talking about is like favorite things. And I've tried a bunch of different things recently and my mind has been absolutely blown. Have you ever heard of Dubai chocolate?
No, but mom got us some chocolate from Switzerland, and that was delicious.
Oh, our mom went to Europe.
Yeah, she did. Shout out, mom. World
Yeah, shout out to
traveler.
mom. I know
Mrs.
she's more
Worldwide.
she's more what's the word? I guess the word's traveled.
Mm-hmm.
More traveled than us. There's another phrase I'm looking for, but
I don't know it.
me either. I can't think about it.
We're just
But
babies.
we did the baby. I take a nap. But have you ever heard of Dubai chocolate?
Nope.
So, do you like pistachios?
I'll eat them. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but I mean, yeah, I'll eat them.
Do you know if Lincoln is allergic to pistachios?
No, only peanuts.
Okay. So, there is this chocolate. It's like very viral that's going around.
Uh-huh.
It's called Dubai chocolate, but essentially it's chocolate, but it's filled with like pistachio and I don't know what the other thing is, but it looks so unappetizing. Frankly, it looks like weed,
Uh-huh.
but like as if it was blended with something. But and I I went to like an event this weekend and it was like you get a free donut and a free coffee or whatever and there's these Dubai donuts. So instead of the chocolate, it's like a donut but filled with it. And my best friend got one and I was like, I'm okay. She's like, do you want some? I said, no, I'm good. And then I tried it just a little bit. I was like, fine, I'll try. And my eyes were immediately opened to a whole nother world.
Now she wants to buy everything. It feels like a matcha craze.
It maybe, but like it's one of those where I
This
don't
is
think I
the
could eat like a
Jasmine hyperfixation corner. What are you
yes
hyperfixated on
current
this
the
week?
current favorites. But I tried this donut.
First
and
it was a Walla, now it is Dubai chocolates.
I have so many wallas. I don't think you understand. If you if you want to know anything about me, and these are only 3. 3. There's one more over there. I'm sure there's one in my bathroom.
You need Jesus. What is happening? Literally hyperfixations. All right,
Anyway.
well, you're gonna have to bring me a Dubai chocolate next time you come.
Okay, well here's the thing. It's Dubai donut, but I went this morning because I was like, oh, it's a donut, like I might as well. I might as well. And it's usually like first come first serve. Once they sell out, that's it, sort of thing. And I went this morning and I was like, oh, did you guys sell out of the Dubai donuts? Because I didn't see them in the thing. She goes, oh, we only make them on the weekends. I was like, dang it.
Bruh.
But it's so good. It's so good that the $7 price point for this single donut, I would gladly pay. That's how good it is. And it tastes like peanuts.
Can you say that one more time?
It tastes like peanuts.
Peanuts. Okay, just making sure.
What did you think I said?
Just move on.
I'm not gonna want to listen to this episode back, am I? Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's one hyperfixation that I have. Dubai
Joey
donut.
knows. I'm sure Joey.
Anyway, the next thing, I don't know if you've ever had this. You probably have because you've lived in the.
Ooh, I have one thing I want to try. Are we talking food?
Yeah.
I want to try at Jack in the Box. They have, I forget what it's called, but it's an Oreo shake mixed with ube to make it purple.
saw
it's like
that.
a blue shake. Ooh, it looks so good. Oh, I want it.
Ew, you and your little squish.
Oh, my implant. Yeah, I want it really bad. It looks really good. Jack in the Box.
There?
That one they sell all week long.
They don't sell out of that one.
Weekend only.
I also, you know what? I went to, because they didn't have the donut, I went to like McDonald's for my breakfast. And I was trying to get like the mocha, the one that dad gets all the time, the frappe. And I was like, do you guys, can I please have a mocha frappe? And they're like, we don't have a frappe right now. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, do you guys just have the regular mocha then? And yeah, the iced one. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, did your blender break?
They don't want to make it. They don't want to have to blend it. They do that all the time.
I was so annoyed. I was like,
we're on to you, McDonald's.
On to you, McDonald's.
Yeah.
But speaking of coffee, have you ever had Phil's coffee?
No.
Oh.
Pete's?
I actually tried.
Yes. Don't like Pete's. Phil's,
I've only
never
had
heard
Pete's
of
once. Phil's, I think it's supposed to be like a San Francisco Bay thing, but like they're slowly but surely coming further and further. But I went to Phil's for the first time this weekend and I tried the coffee and I was like, okay, wait, I kind of like it. And it was, you know how like when we go to Starbucks, we like adjust it with everything we adjust. I really only changed, I actually just added something. And
you see, ever since I found the coffee mix that I like to make at home, I just haven't had the need to go get a coffee from someplace. Like it's just it like why break what's not broken?
Yeah. Well, so when I went to Hawaii, I got this powder that's like it's called Kona Mocha or something like that. But it's essentially a powder from Island Vintage Coffee, and I was using that with like a portable blender to make my coffees every single day. And the reason I had to go to McDonald's for coffee is because I ran out of milk. And I'm like, I would love to make more coffee.
I literally buy like 6 gallons every week because the kids and us, we use so much milk. To be fair, Fairlife milk is a little bit smaller than like the bigger like milk jugs, but like we go through so much milk. It's ridiculous.
Sponsor?
Fairlife?
Hit us up. But I've actually been drinking lactose-free milk recently.
Why? Your tummy?
I feel like when I drink, it's not like all the time, but a lot of the time when I'm drinking whole milk, regular milk, I'll have like a little bit of a tummy ache or like it'll make me feel a little bit sick even.
Hmm.
And then I just started changing to lactose free. It's a little bit easier on my tummy. Um,
Hmm.
but
We
and it
use
tastes the
Fairlife because
same.
it's lots of protein.
Mm,
So
I
it's
see.
like more protein in our shakes and whatnot.
The boys are gonna bulk up for the next
Yep.
season.
Exactly.
Do you have any other favorites that you've been hyper fixated on?
I ain't like that, so no. No, not really.
What you trying to say?
That
There's
you and your 3 hydro flask or your Wallace over there got issues. Um, I mean, I guess I've been more focused on, um, like, my business side of stuff. So the thing like,
mm,
we talked about it a little bit where I manage other people's businesses, not like the whole thing, but like the background tech and whatever. Um, that's what I do as for, like, my profession is I'm a project manager.
mhm,
But the thing is like, I felt like I had, put my own, like, work on the back burner, like, I never really, like, updated my socials or my website. I had my
mhm,
website up and running, but I never really kept it up to date or, like, created a profile or, portfolio. I never created a portfolio just because like, I was always busy doing somebody else's stuff, so I
yeah,
started my business socials back up and I've been joining like a few communities with other people that have been doing it. And it's so hard because you like I would log into Instagram. That's the one I'm focusing on right now. I'd log into Instagram and like I want to post things, but then I see like these other accounts that have like, thousands of followers already. I'm like, "Ugh,
mhm,
why should I even post anything like like these people post great stuff already and like no shade to their content, like their content's great, but like what like I have nothing to off nothing more to offer these people like when these other folks are already like up and running. Like I'm just a
yeah,
little fish in the pond. So just try to put that like out of my head and just like get myself out there. So if opportunities come where somebody's like I want to see your work or like what is this girl up to? Or, like what does she do? What is she able to do?
yeah,
Like at least I have some sort of like something to show people instead of like, well, talk to X, Y, and Z, and they'll tell you like they'll tell you
yeah,
how I work. So that's what I just been kind of trying to maintain an online presence. And it wasn't even really like an online presence. I just want to be more consistent and like create stuff for myself rather than
mhm,
like for other people. Not that I don't like making content for other people. It's just like why like I might as well utilize the content that I make for them, but like repurpose it for myself and then put it
mhm,
out there for like an online portfolio. So,
mhm,
and I'm not a big people person. So like having a community is has always been tough for me just because like I don't like having to like people with people. Like small talk. You know what I
people
mean?
with people.
Online it's very like I can like create my boundaries and like also engage how much I want to engage and not
Mhm,
like feel pressured to like, oh, like you're going to, oh my gosh, Jazz, we got to talk about like when we went to that uh like event
oh,
in the other
I know
city close
exactly
by
what you're
and I
talking
was like,
about.
this is not like
You were like so hyped for it though.
it's too much people, man. It is too much people for me. So
It
yeah, we
was
went to this
too
event and it was
many.
like
You should
so
tell the story. You should talk about it.
So, okay, I don't honestly, I think I just found okay, it was an online community for like small businesses, right? I think it was small businesses
It was like
in like
women.
yes, women small businesses in our general area, not like in our immediate area, but our general area. And so I was just
Mhm,
kind of following them. I was like, this is a good opportunity for me to like just network and get myself out there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. It was like an in-person event at like a boutique or whatever, and they were gonna have like vendors and they're like you can like put your business card in like these little goodie bags or whatever. I was like, okay, perfect. Like I'm gonna do it because why not? Step out of my comfort zone, right? So
she
me and
says,
my
"Step out of
sister
my
go.
comfort zone," but she's like,
Me and my
"Jasmine, will
sister
you
go
please go with
and
me?"
when when we go, I'm like immediately, like there's like okay, let me just preface. No shade to these people. Oh my gosh. There's a big moth or something. I hate it. I hate it so much. And
Bear sees it. Bear
I have
sees it.
nothing to Bear's gonna get it. If you see me flinging things around, thank you, Bear. Take care of it. Yeah, no shade to these girls. It's just it wasn't our type of group or
Mm-hmm.
people. Like me
Yeah.
and my sister, we'll roll up in like Birkenstocks, maybe a leather
Yeah.
jacket if we're feeling fancy.
Yeah.
But they were in like cocktail dresses and like very like beautiful.
It was very much like it w-
Real housewives.
yeah, but you know, to put it frankly, like my sister said, she and I are more comfortable. We would like to just roll up as we are, like jeans, Birkenstocks if we want, maybe a nice sweater or a nice shirt, but like it was very influencer-esque, which was maybe the point of the
Mhm.
whole event, and that's totally fine. But it was very, I don't know how to, and again, there's no shade to these people because they were really kind and it was a really fun event for what it was. But again, it wasn't like something that we'd be like, "Oh, I wish they would have another one," or "I wish I could go back to another one of those things."
It was like, if they have one of these, I'm avoiding it at all
Yeah,
costs.
yeah, yeah. It
We
was
did make one
because
friend, she was really cool, but, like, it just wasn't our scene. It was too, I don't know,
it was like,
wine
okay,
moms.
the word I'm thinking is saturated. Like everything was so much. Like they had a, I mean, one of the vendors was like a tanning booth.
Oh, yeah, it just
And so
wasn't
it
our
was
cup of
very
tea.
much like, ugh. And my
Ugh,
feet hurt at the end of the night.
yeah. Me and my sister, we stayed for the goodie bag at the end, we're like, "Where's our goodie bag?"
I don't even remember what I did with it. Did we even get one?
Yeah, they gave it to us, but, like, no, it just wasn't I don't know. It just wasn't our cup of tea. But anyways,
It,
so online communities are more like I can scope it out and like see like, okay, this is the vibe. And there's so many more options. Like this, the other one that I went to was just like an Instagram account, and these people were curating the content to show
mhm,
people. For the communities I'm joining, it's like Discords or Instagram chat groups or Patreon chat groups, that kind of stuff. So it's more like
mhm.
you can kind of like sense the vibe of the type of people that are in the community before like committing any time to it or like having to drive to meet people that you're like, ooh, this is weird kind of thing. So
Yeah,
that's why I kind of been more and I think Discord for me at least has opened up like community at your own pace kind of thing. And Twitch is the same thing. Like I know that I'm going to attract the kind of people that I want, and like I can easily just like boot somebody
yeah,
if they don't pass the vibe check kind of thing.
yeah.
So,
I mean, you have a really great community. Like, you'll have a consistent amount of viewers or people that chat, and they come around every single day and they
yeah.
just literally chat and have a good time.
Well, I was telling Thomas the other day too. Like, I try to make it so, like, if it's somebody new, like, I tell them like we're a co-working stream, but we don't run like most coworkers do on Twitch, where like you're on mute, very focused for 50 minutes, and then you look at chat and then you talk. I'm like, no, like we're co-working together, like, but I'm gonna engage with you like I would in the office place. Like if you're
Mhm.
sitting in the cubicle next to me in an office place, I'm gonna turn to you and be like, did you see Janet's shoes? Like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna talk
Yeah.
naturally.
Water cooler talk.
Yeah, so that's the kind of vibe that we go for. We don't put on like sometimes we'll put on lo-fi, but for most of the time we found that like we actually like actual music, like songs that we can like jam out to and like talk
Mhm.
about, or like, oh, like, just a more engaged environment than most co-working streams. And I always tell
Yeah.
people, I'm like if this isn't for you, like there's no hard feelings. There's X, Y, and Z streamer that you should go support because I think they'd
Yeah.
be a better fit for you. But I tell them right off the bat, I'm a little loony. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, but I think that's part of like the as a viewer, when I go onto Twitch and if I'm looking up for me personally looking up a co-working stream, like sometimes, and not even just me, but other people, they'll get into Twitch or streaming chats or live streams, and they'll watch people and they'll chat hoping that someone's going to recognize or see that they're saying something to them, right?
Mhm,
That's the whole
mhm.
idea of
Like, engaging with
notifications.
people,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you get like bits or whatever, like or like subscribe or follow, like people want to be acknowledged almost. So I think that creative change to co-working is actually pretty brilliant
Mm,
because like I said, a lot of people just want the chat.
yeah, yeah.
Some people will want, like, I put your stream on in my headphones and I will literally just have it on. Like I'm not listening per se, but
Yeah.
it's there, and if I have something to say, then I'll pop in and I'll say it and then I'll leave.
Yeah, I tell people, like, I'll tell them, like, "Okay, I really gotta work," and then my chat's like,
Yeah.
"No!"
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to attract the kind of people that I want, and it's been nice to see, like, there are other people out there that, like, want that same camaraderie, and, like, I don't know, it's cool. It's fun. It's a good time.
Burped. That was for Jen.
For Jen, yeah. For
Jen.
Jen.
Okay. I burped, but it was like half on mute, so that was for Jen. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like your family is home too. So if you hear
Yeah,
all the little tippy tappies and talking
screams.
in the background,
They're putting
don't
the
panic.
groceries away. Our 6 gallons of
You
milk, they're
6
putting it
gallons
away.
of milk. That's
Um,
too good.
but that's it, man. Good catch up, huh?
I felt like it was. It's been, not
Just
that you
gotta
and I
get back in
don't
the swing of
talk.
things.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get our true crime true crime episodes like kind of figured out, and we can iron the details out behind the scenes, and we'll come back with another one. But we're back.
We're
Back.
back in the saddle again.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
You
That's
hear
me.
him?
Me.
All right, Jazz.
I
Any
love your
closing
kids.
thoughts?
No, that's it. Shout out to my mom. Thank you for everything.
I know. We'll get back at it. Let us know if you have any questions for either of us. Anything you want to know more about what we do, or any general questions, so we'll be more than happy to cover them.
Jess. Oh.
And that's gonna be it.
Go back to your parenting job.
All right.
Good chat. Good chat. We'll see you next time. This has been the Sispatch with
Bevin.
and Jasmine. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.